Hi everyone. I forgot to see what the date is, but it's early August. It is the Wednesday of the first week of August, I think. So yeah, very recently, one of my gliding friends said he had unsubscribed from the channel because my videos were sending him to sleep. Which is fair enough. So if you are aware of anyone who is afflicted with problems dropping off, please feel free to forward a link to my channel. As far as I'm concerned, any subscriber is a good subscriber. You are welcome. So I've decided boredom is generally a function of delivery and time, not even content really, but delivery and time. So I'm going to try and keep things really punchy, I think, going forward. In principle, I make these videos originally for my own benefit, really, just so I'd have a record of what the hell was going on, and also to assist anyone else who was doing the same thing. But the thing is that the number of people building turbulence is about 3, and only one of which I'm aware of that actually knows I'm here. So anyway, so punchy and quick. Yeah, another problem, another mistake. Looking at the plans, so this might be helpful to someone working with these particular plans. I've checked the CD and this is the same on the CD. So plans, rear of the aircraft. Here there's a largish kind of a plate which gusset here, which is so these are the two, these two here. Right, now you'll see that unfortunately that is not one of them. Now the reason that I think this happened was because if you look at the other view of the fuselage up here, it's got 2 of these what I call bishop's mitre type gussets, rather than one of those. I think that is incorrect. I think that both sides of the fuselage should have one of these. So I think that might be an inconsistency. So when you so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to grind that off and grind off this one, which is the equivalent on the other side of the fuselage. Remake a pair of these. It's probably not a bad thing to at least make something for this whole exercise. Because they're needed elsewhere, and I do have in the bits that I've got this little bit made up already. What's not visible here is the fact that there is, I think, a kind of a cross member that I think there is a cross member that carries across between these two. It's not very well drawn really. This one has a cutout for a cross member that goes across the top, so it's a 15 by 15 piece, which I think is that. Looking at the alignment. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm wrong there. Looking at the alignment. Hang on, sorry. Go back. It's hard because I'm looking at the camera and looking at the So that is that chunky piece there. Goes across there. Now, you would expect for there to be another one at the bottom. So I'd expect this part here to have a cutout like that, so that we can carry across another 15 by 15 piece, like that. So because if you look at it further back here, you've got a 15 by 15 shown there and what looks like an 8 by 15 there, and that would be the 15 by 15 cutout on this one, which is here, and the 8 by 15 at the bottom. So you've got the difference shown. There is no difference shown here. So I think that should have a because this is shown without a cutout, but it clearly does need one. So I think this one needs a cutout, and I think it needs to go on both sides, and then we have a a sort of a 15 by 15 like frame at the back, and in fact there is then a, sorry, I'll just have to carry you across, that I believe is where this piece fits. This piece fits into here, more or less. Oh, sorry, I'm zoomed right in. Yeah, so is it not, it's not there, is it? No, that's too tight. So I can't get it in quite because of that block there, but that's where this part fits in, I think. Yeah, and the reason that it doesn't fit very snugly at the moment is because that isn't right. It shouldn't have that rounded part there. If you look, it sort of oversails the corner where they should go in. It should be that kind of squared off gussety thing there. So yeah, annoying. I'm going to blame that. I should have looked at that, but I guess you start from the top and you work down the page, and I looked at that and I was all excited about gluing things together, so I glued it together wrong. It's not the end of the world. I'll use a router. I'm going to use a router with a with this sort of router bit set almost about 1 millimeter negative, so that I can get in there and just sort of machine it away, if you like, almost until I get down to, you know, pretty much all gone, and then maybe use a very sharp chisel just to lift the rest off and then sand it off, and we should be good to go. This is probably bonded to this quite well still, where it butts up, so I won't need to worry about repositioning these. I think I can just pop the new thing on top. So there you go, 6 minutes 53. Nice and punchy, nice and short. Hope you're all still awake, and I'll see you on the next one.